This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken.
All right, good morning and welcome. We're back here for another edition of the College Football Show. My name's Ralph Williams, along with Pensman Sports and Brian Pettit. I'm bringing them up right now. Here they come right out of the waiting room. And I want to thank everybody for all the nice, kind words and everything else. In last week, I was unable to be on the air. I had Pensman and his wife, and I want to thank them for coming over and helping me out here at my house last weekend. So we took the day off for that. Also, I had just been released from the hospital the Friday prior to last Saturday. And I want to thank everyone for all your prayers and all your kind words on my social media platforms as well. And I just want to thank everybody. It meant a lot to me. Sorry that I was in a hospital. I had some issues with some infections. And now I'm back and better than ever because I am Ralph Williams. Yeah, let me talk to you today. We're going to talk to you about college football. We have a great show for you coming up this morning. And before I get to Brian and Pensman, first I got to pay a couple bills here. And we're in the Mata Heating and Air Conditioning Studios here at Studio 10 in Berlin, Maryland. And let's see if we can get there it is. 724-2010-500, Western Pennsylvania's #1 heating and air conditioning company. Look, winter is here. Get your furnace ready. If you don't want to be cold for the holidays, get it ready. Be warm. Get your furnace fixed or repaired. Whatever has to be done. A new furnace, central air systems, whatever you need to get done. Call Mata today. They also offer UV lighting and snow melt as well for the winter months. Also, we're also sponsored by Mike Dotson Realty, Ocean City, Maryland. One of the best, if not the best, real estate agent in the entire Ocean City area. Give him a call, 410-596-1681. Mike Dotson Realty, Ocean City, Maryland. Look, book your rental for next year because if you don't, you're not going to get one. The hotels just raised their tax rate up to 1%. So you're going to pay more at the hotels. Why do that? Give Mike a call. He has some great summer rentals for you, short-term rentals. That number again, 410-596-1681. Also, we have a couple new sponsors here. And let me see if there we go. Let's see if I got the right banner here. No, that's my RW Media Productions banner. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get the right banner up for it. There we are. Nope, that's not it either. Got one of them here somewhere. Jeez. Here we are. All right, Carey Insurance Group. Call Carey today. Ask for Steve, 302-642-6201, Delmarva area, which is Delaware, Maryland, and along the coast. Some of the best insurance, life, auto, home, any kind of insurance. Call Carey Insurance Group today. Ask for Steve, 302-642-6201, Carey Insurance Group. All right. And also our one of our new sponsors, Big Jim's Bikes and Scooters. Look, if you're handicapped like I am in a power wheelchair and you need to get a scooter to go around the boardwalk, call Big Jim's today. That is area code 410-289-1203. Big Jim's Bikes and Scooters, 3 locations on the boardwalk, including at the Grand Hotel. All right, so and at the Somerset entrance, and he has one other location along the boardwalk. But he not only has bikes and scooters, he also has those kick and go scooters, and also he has those trikes where you can put 5-6 people in the back. He'll have somebody pedal you around the boardwalk if you're interested. And you're coming as a group. Reserve for next year. Let Big Jim know when you're coming. Tell him Ralph Williams sent you. Big Jim's Bikes and Scooters. All right. Also, we have another new sponsor, Highway Radio Hits. Don't forget this Thursday, because I had to bump my debut back 2 weeks. Highway Radio Hits. Don't forget to tune in every Thursday, 1 to 3 p.m. Highway Radio Hits. I will be DJing under my DJ name, DJ Fun, playing some great music for you. I got some themes we're going to be doing. 1 hour is going to be specifically 80s. In the next hour, we're going to get into some Southern rock, Molly Hatchet, Marshall Tucker, and a bunch of other bands. It's going to be a great time. Highway Radio hits 1 to 3 p.m. every Thursday, starting this Thursday. I make my debut. All right. And also, one last sponsor here, if I can find. There it is. North American Millwright Construction and Contracting. Listen, I found out that the North American Millwright covers Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Virginia. They are North America's best contracting and construction. Call them today. Call them today. Their number is 410-388-9870. Some great construction work. They've done work on my house. They can do work on your house. Some great people there in North American Millwright Construction and Contracting. All right, guys. Welcome. Brian, it's great to see you. Brian Pettit to my right here, to the left on your screen. Brian, tell everybody about yourself, how they can get a hold of you, and good morning.
Well, good morning, Ralph. Good morning, Pensman. It was a good day yesterday. Clemson actually pulled out a win. Lucky by
and
1 point.
I got egg on my face already. So
yeah.
Saturday hasn't even happened. So
well, and also give the shout out to Oregon too. They won their game. So I picked up and lost one game. So I'm 2-1 right now.
Shocker.
But anyway, you can find me on multiple platforms under Tiger Stripes Media, or just type in my name, Brian Pettit. So it's going to be a fun-filled day of watching college football and actually helping some of the other people around here. Ralph, I got one prediction. Did you know about the thing last night about the Marshall deal? About it was the 55th anniversary of the Marshall plane crash. Did you actually know that?
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Yeah,
yes.
You were saying something about that last night. Yeah, that inspired the movie We Are Marshall, which has Matthew McConaughey, and it plays a very good role in that movie.
So that's just one of those things I just wanted to bring out.
Yeah.
I didn't know if anybody actually heard this.
You know what?
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Well, they still survived, even though they had that. All right, let's see what we have here. Hi, hello, how are you? Let me see who this is here. Can you read that, please, Pensman, for me? Thank you.
The Boy Bros says hi, and they want them to, they want me to, they want one of us to shout them out.
Yeah.
Well, good then. We'll shout them out then. There you go. All right. Also, it says please. Well, okay, no problem. We will do so. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're also simulcasted on the Sports Nuts Network, which is now where Pensman Brian is with his stuff, and I will be joining the Sports Nuts Network. All of my sports programming, including this show, the Sports Corner show on Tuesday, and the Wrestle Talk show on Tuesday, and the post-game show that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Brian and I, and possibly Brandon Keeler will be joining us tomorrow for the Steeler post-game immediately following. And I may be doing the play-by-play for the game tomorrow. I will let everyone know that. Just tune into my social media platforms. All right. So I may be doing that tomorrow. And Brian, you can join me if you wish.
Okay. That would be fun.
So yeah, it will be. Yes. So, all right, let's get started here, guys. Pensman, good morning to you as well. I didn't forget about you. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and what you're up to.
All right. Well, I want to give a shout out to the Baby Bros. I don't know who you are, but you want to shout out, and that's what we do. We honor requests, so I want to give a shout out, even though I don't know who you are, but welcome to the show. Hope you subscribe to my channel. It's Pensman Sports. Up above me, subscribe to Tiger Stripes Media, and also subscribe to Ralph Williams Media as well. So you can find me on YouTube at Pensman Sports. You can find me on Twitch at Pensman Sport. You can find me at all social media platforms. You can email me at pensmansports@gmail.com. My email is really low for some reason. I have 1,045, and none of you are emailing me. I want some emails. I will take any email as long as it's proper, but give me some ideas. Let me know what you want to see on the channel. I put some Michael Jordan, LeBron James debate up there. I put a whole bunch of stuff up there. I'm trying to mix things up for you guys. Come on in.
Yeah, speaking of emails, we got a couple here. It says, guys, you do a really good job. This is from Bob, and this is from Bob in Toronto, Canada. Wow. He says, you guys do a real good job dissecting your college football show every single Saturday. Sorry to hear about your hospital stay, Ralph, and I hope you feel better. Well, thank you for that.
Oh.
I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Yep.
And also,
it's always good to hear from a Canadian, eh?
yeah, and also we have Pam from Florida, from St. Augustine, Florida. She says we tune in all the time. Ralph, great programming you do, and Pensman and Brian as well, and the Sports Nuts. You guys are all great people. Thank you. All right, there you go. That was. You can respond to the mailbag, ralphwilliams737@gmail.com. And we do set high standards here, so I just want to let everyone know. We've been told that we don't set standards in certain platforms, but that's fine. But we do set high standards here. So.
If I hear that word one more time, I've heard that word all the time this week.
Yeah, I know the standard's the standard with the Steelers. We all know.
I know. No, Brian, you have no idea. I've been listening. To that.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, it's the same thing as Clemson. Dabo's always saying
you don't hear Clemson. You don't hear about it as much as Steelers. It's always this. Ben Roethlisberger has a podcast.
Oh.
The standard was my day. Tomlin said the standard. I'm like, okay, can we not talk about the standard anymore?
Well, Clemson has it on their big old board down at the whatever their center is, the Hendricks. They got a big old thing that says standards too. We have standards, so they believe it too.
I'm just tired of hearing about the word standard. Just change the standard up a little bit if you want to.
Okay. Also, at 11:15 this morning, a very special, the way I see it, Ralph's Opinion Show. We'll be talking about President Trump, the good, the bad, and the ugly this week. And also, we're going to be talking about the air traffic controllers going back to work, federal employees, all that stuff coming up on the Ralph's Opinion Show. The way I see it, the state, Pennsylvania State Governor Josh Shapiro, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You went ahead, you gave the Republicans what they wanted, you got your budget set, but then you excluded transit from Philly and Pittsburgh. We'll talk about that on the way I see it. That Ralph's Opinion coming up right after this program at 11:15, right here on the RW Media Productions. What's that?
We have to go back to work.
Oh, yeah, we're lazy. There's a question I have for everybody that's going to be tuning in later on. I have a question for everybody that's tuning in later on to the Ralph's Opinion, the way I see it show. Is this a lesson? Did you learn something out of this? Because you got to learn how to be a squirrel and put nuts away. You got to put money away. All right. Maybe this is a lesson that when you work for the federal government, there's no guarantee that you're going to have a job. All right. So what you need to learn how to do is put money away. Okay. And that's something that I think the lesson was learned with this shutdown. But we'll talk about that later. Right now, we're here to talk about college football. So let's do that right now.
Cyberuski says hi.
Oh, hello, Cyberuski. How are you? It's great to have you on the show today. Comments haven't been around for a while, but it's great to have you on.
Why don't you get a job?
Yeah, well, you know what?
If you only knew.
Yeah, well, I don't have a problem with anyone that's on disability because that's where I am. But I have a problem when you can work and you don't. That's what I have a problem, because my sister's fiance is like that. He sits at home and plays Xbox and can work but won't. So, what are you going to do about that? All right. So anyway, let's get into the game.
Go ahead.
Let's get started. Pitt versus Notre Dame. Pitt is number 22 ranked in the country against number 9 Notre Dame today. Guys, let's get started. We'll start with you, Pensman. Go ahead. Pitt, Notre Dame.
Okay. I don't know if you heard this last night, Ralph, or not, if you watched the Clemson game, but they've been showing the Pitt and Notre Dame, and they actually showed something that is kind of interesting and sparked my interest a little bit. They changed quarterbacks, and ever since they changed quarterbacks, he's 5-0. So depending how that quarterback does, we'll see how it does, but I'm just want to see how they do. I think Notre Dame's going to win, but we'll see if the 4-0, 5-0s will go away this week. But I don't think that the Pittsburgh's offense will be good enough to hold off the Notre Dame's defense.
All right. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like Pensman said. I think Notre Dame is going to take this game. I don't trust really Pitt right now. I mean, they've kind of had their weather of, kind of like an up and down kind of a deal.
Yeah.
They've been up and down. So, and this is a big game for them, actually, But I mean, it could be an upset. But I think Notre Dame is going to pull out a little. I think they'll be close, but I think Notre Dame will pull it out by the fourth quarter. So
Are you guys watching College Game Day? Cyberwhiskey wants to know.
I haven't seen it yet today because I've been busy with shows here this morning, so I haven't really watched it. And so
I just
Ralph,
got home not too long ago.
Ralph, I did watch a little bit of this morning and let everybody know that right now, James Franklin could be heading to Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech.
Well, I heard a report. I read a report this week that he could possibly be going to Arkansas as well, but I don't see Arkansas hiring him because Arkansas is looking for somebody who, I'll tell you who would be a great coach at Arkansas, Arthur Smith. And let me tell you why. Arkansas likes to run the football. No, I'm serious. I'm serious, Pensman.
I know.
They like to run the football. They're a power running kind of a team. They've been like that for many years. Arthur Smith would be the great coach for that team. I'm telling you.
I'm just saying.
This boring run the football offense would work down there. So
yeah,
I mean,
I can see it. I'm just laughing at Arthur Smith leaving that.
Yeah, well, Bobby, I left the Atlanta Falcons hang Petrino, and was screwing around with some woman, and had an extramarital affair. Was back in Arkansas coaching just for the remainder of this year, but he is not going to be back. They're just having him fill in for this year after they fired their coach. So
I could actually see it. I'm just laughing that he needs to leave Pittsburgh like right now. He needs.
I wish he'd get out. I mean, I
pack his bags. I don't care where he goes. I don't care if he goes to CFL. I don't care.
Yeah, just get out. Right? Please go somewhere. I mean, But anyway, Arkansas is looking for a coach. There's a lot of teams. Oklahoma State's looking for a coach. Mike Gundy's still sitting out there. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there looking for jobs, guys that could get jobs. We still don't know who Penn State's going to hire yet, although Brian Kelly's been known. But I found out this week that Brian DeBoer, the former head coach at the New York Giants, his son plays for Penn State. He was up there with Penn State stuff, all gear and everything else. I saw the report, and I want to thank Pensman for letting me know about this stuff as well. But anyway, he was up there. Rumor has it he did speak to the Penn State officials. It's been said on a Pat McAfee show with the athletic director that Brian DeBoer could get that job up there. And, we'll find out what happens. Brian Kelly's name has come up.
They like his coaching style, so they're not taking away from what he did in the Giants. They're actually concentrating on what he did in college under Nick Saban. So
yeah, I know.
That's what they're paying attention to. They're not worried about.
You know what? That might resurrect his career. What have I always said? Change of atmosphere. Might help.
I tried telling Brandon that last night. He's like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, well, but it's been successful for players and coaches. Some. All right. Let's get into Indiana versus Wisconsin. All right, Wisconsin not doing that well this year. Indiana's number 2. This is at Indiana. I'm not going to say this will be a blowout, but I'll say Indiana's going to win because every time I say somebody's going to blow somebody out, it turns into a dogfight. So I'm just going to say Indiana will win this game against Wisconsin. Go ahead, Brian.
I think Indiana is going to win, but it's going to be closer than what. And I think this was going to be a dogfight. I think somebody's going to have an attitude, and I think that if Indiana does lose, it'll be because they're overlooking stuff. But I don't see it going to happen. But could we see that happening as an upset today? I mean, it is in November now. Just remember, we're in the beginning of November, and things change when the pressure gets cooked up and everything. But I don't see it happening.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Team's got like 3 remaining games. It's pressure cooker again. Bowl season's coming up. They want to get to a bowl. Some teams want to get into the championship series and things like that. So it is coming down to crunch time right now. Pensman, go ahead.
Indiana's gonna win. They're gonna mollywop them. If I have an egg on my head, so be it. But whatever.
Egg on your face.
Yeah, egg on your face.
But it is what it is. But I think Indiana's gonna take it. I don't see Wisconsin even putting up a fight.
All right. Let's see here. Arizona versus Cincinnati, WKRP in Cincinnati. So I think Cincinnati will win this at home. Arizona's not a bad football team, but they're not a good football team either. They're kind of average. They haven't been real good for a while. So that's my thought on that. Pensman, go ahead. Arizona versus Cincinnati, WKRP.
I'm not familiar with any of these two teams, but I think Cincinnati's going to win. I think they just have a better football team than Arizona. They could put up a fight, but I think Cincinnati's got it.
Yeah, Cincinnati's coach is Scott Satterfield, who used to coach the Louisville Cardinals, and he's brought them back to prominence a little bit after last year's debacle. They moved into the Big 12. They're no longer in the AAC, so that's helped them a little bit. And they're in downtown Cincinnati or nearby, where the Bengals play and the Reds and all that, just like Pitt and in Pittsburgh. But they draw better They draw better than Pitt does. So, but anyway, all right, Brian, your thoughts on Cincinnati and Arizona?
Well, I'm going to go Arizona.
Really?
Wow. Yes, I'm going to go Brent Beeman thing and everything. I think they'll win because if you look at Cincinnati, who have they actually beaten? Really nobody Utah.
They haven't beaten any prominent teams, more or less.
Yeah, exactly. They've lost to Utah, which was the 24th. They lost to Nebraska. They've only beat Bowling Green, Northwestern State, Iowa. They won that one and stuff other. So yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next game here, and that is. Hang on a minute if I can get my screen working here. There we go. All right, next, South Florida versus Navy. Navy gave Notre Dame a really good game. I took Navy in an upset last week, and I got burned. But you know what? Navy's got a good football team, and this is it at Navy. South Florida's traveling to Navy. But South Florida's been a scrappy team this year, too. So, Brian, your thoughts on this game? My pick's going to be I'm going to take Navy at home on this one. I hope they win this week. So, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking for Navy to win, too. Yeah.
So, Navy always does well at home.
Navy does good. So. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. This is going to be a test for South Florida. So, go ahead, Pensman.
I got Navy winning this game, and just let everybody know that December 11th or 12th, I forget, that Saturday, the Navy and Army game is going to be played, and I have a feeling Navy's going to take this year. I just don't see Army competing against Army this year. I just don't see it. I think Navy's going to do good this year against Army. It doesn't matter what their jerseys look like either.
No. Last few years, Army's had a really good football team, but this year I don't see them.
I just think it's Navy's year for the Navy and Army game.
Okay, next, South Carolina versus Texas A&M. I take Texas A&M at home in this game, and Mike Elko in the game. Go ahead, Pensman.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that South Carolina could win. I don't think so. So.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think Texas A&M's a lot stronger. The last couple of weeks, South Carolina's beaten themselves.
Oh, they have. Oh, absolutely, they have. I agree with you 100% on that there, Pensman. All right, go ahead there, Brian.
Well, my thing is to beat Texas A&M, you're going to have to play a better game than what they've played, and also, this is one of those things where Sellers has got to come out there and start throwing the ball and doing all that. But remember this, Texas A&M has a lot of sacks in their, I think they're the most people that get actually sacks on their defense. So kind of look for that. But for playing for Texas A&M, South Carolina has to play a perfect game, like no mistakes, no nothing. They have to actually do that. So,
I agree with you on that, Brian. South Carolina, they can't come out and beat themselves. They have to, so. All right. Okay, next we're going to get into, all right, here we go. Pensman, you can start off with this because this is you. Michigan, Northwestern, at Northwestern. Let me say this. This could be a trap game for Michigan because Northwestern can beat anybody But you know what? Northwestern hasn't been that good over the years. They've been very, very horrible. But I will give them credit for one thing. They have Skip Holtz as an offensive assistant or assistant head coach or something working with the team from the Birmingham Stallions, who have won the championship so many times in the UFL. And I don't understand why. Actually, we're going to be doing UFL coverage coming up next year. So they have some new teams. We're going to be doing some coverage here on this program. And we might even do a UFL Saturday show talking about the games and what's going on and predictions and players and who's moving where and who's doing what. It's not a bad thing. Go ahead, Pensman. We'll start with you. Michigan. I'm going to take Michigan in this game, but it's not going to be an easy game at home against they're away against Northwestern. Go ahead.
Wow. Can you get rid of that? Just get rid of it. Don't even bring that up. Just get rid of it. No, I don't call for that. Brian, I'm defending you on this one. But Michigan and Northwestern, I say this every week that Bryce Underwood has to see the field, and every week he has been seeing the field. If you watch the games, every week he's performed better, and the next week after that he's performed better than the last week. I'm just impressed how he's played. I know he's going to be a superstar in the beginning of the year, but which one do
you want me to get rid of here, Pensman?
I'll
see if you can do it.
I'm trying to get rid of this, but it's not.
I got it.
Cyberuski said or
yeah, no. I got it. I'll definitely get rid of that. You're lucky I don't find you.
Yeah,
I'll definitely. Yeah, you're lucky I don't find you, man. I'll get rid of that.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I got rid of it. I got. Oh, you're so lucky I can't find you. But anyway, we
will not tolerate that here. So
and nobody gets away with that. You know what? You're gone. I got rid of him.
Okay, there you go.
Right now, yeah, he's gone. Yeah, you call me that.
Well, anyway. Cyberuski, you're not missing anything. He probably thinks you don't have the standards to be on the show. So there you go.
There you go.
That's my opinion. What Bryce Underwood's doing week in and week out, you gotta be impressed. He's not capable of winning the Heisman, but if he stays at college another 2 or 3 years, I think he will. But the NFL, we'll see how he does. But I'm just happy. Northwestern will put up a fight, but it's Northwestern, so Michigan's going to win.
All right, go ahead, Brian.
I think Michigan's going to win pretty big today. It's going to be nice up there. I don't know what the weather, but I think Michigan will beat. I think they will win.
All right.
And I think they'll reach in the 30s, kind of a deal.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, like I said, Skip Holtz is an offensive assistant or assistant to the assistant in the movie theater. I know he works with Northwestern. I don't know exactly.
And I know everybody knows there's two halves. Michigan play stalemate in the first, and then the second half they can put in an overdrive and take off. So that's what happened at one game. They played stalemate.
Yeah, they made second half adjustments, which is sometimes can be a good thing.
And also Michigan doesn't need to actually throw a lot of penalties.
Right.
This time because. Like Pensman said, they will do the penalties, so they need to step up in that.
Well, that's how you beat yourself, like South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, North Carolina State versus Miami. Now, is this a Cristobal special? Where I call it the Cristobal special because it's at home. NC State lost to Pitt. Pitt blew them out. They've had an up and down year this year. Dave Dorman, his team, not doing so well. So I'm going to take Miami, believe it or not, as much as I don't like Miami, but I'm going to take them anyway because it's at home. And I don't know about NC State. They've been sort of up and down. Brian, go ahead. Start with you.
Yeah, I think they'll win pretty big.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens.
Well, let's hope it's not Cristobal special. So.
Well, yeah. Well, we are in November, so Cristobal, can, Cristobal can do something. Miami is scary. Now they're out of the playoffs. Could they be out of the playoffs too? Is the question is they're out of the playoffs. Yeah, they got to win if they want to make it to the ACC championship. But it's gonna be a weird one.
Boy, they really sunk too. I mean, they were like
that's just the way it is.
And now they're at 15. So.
Hey Ralph, you remember we were telling at the beginning of the year that we're going to see the crystal ball drop? Well, guess what? He dropped one.
Yeah.
You know who it is? Yeah. So yeah.
Yep. So all right, guys, let's move on here. Iowa versus USC at USC. You know what? Iowa always puts up a good fight. Kurt Ferentz always has his team ready. They're a fighting, scrappy team. But it's at USC in the Coliseum. I'm going to take USC here, I guess. I think that might just be, at home. Go ahead, Pensman. What do you think?
USC is hard in the Coliseum. Like, you can't take anything from them. Michigan was at the Coliseum and they lost. Michigan did some stupid moves, but they defeated themselves. But I'm just saying, the run game, the defense, the crowd. I think USC's got this game. If it was in Iowa,
Iowa would win.
Yeah, it'll be a different situation.
Oh yeah. Next, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
I'm gonna take USC on this one.
Yeah, I think all three of us agree on USC.
Yep.
Okay. Virginia, the up and coming Virginia with Tony Elliott doing a pretty decent job there. They're at number 19 this week. Versus Duke at Duke in Durham. Oh my gosh. Manny Diaz's team has upset some people. They've come to play sometimes, but sometimes they lay an egg. This is at home. Duke don't draw very well. I don't know. I'm going to take Virginia here. I did in our Sports Nuts poll. There are picks. I did take Virginia here, and I'm going to stick with it. Brian, go ahead.
Let me look because I can't remember if I picked them or not. But the way I look at it, I think Virginia might choke up a little bit, but as I understand it, I think Duke might. I might be the lone wolf here. Woo! So
you might be.
I might be. I'm going to take Duke on this one for a little upset.
How about you, Pence?
I got Virginia for Duke.
Yep.
Duke basketball is what Duke is made of. The football team's starting to come together, but if you go to Duke, just concentrate on their basketball. That's what they're mainly focused on, but their Duke program football team's not that good. Congratulations, they beat Clemson last week, but the way Clemson's been playing up and down, yeah. But I think Virginia's got this game.
Did we talk? We did the South Carolina Texas A&M game, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Okay, one other thing I wanted to say was Mike Elko has been tapped to possibly either go to Arkansas. He's also being tapped for the Penn State job as well. But we'll see. I don't know what his buyout is. These expensive buyouts, but there's been a report on that as well. So
everybody's linked to the Penn State job. Brian, you are. I am.
I know. Ralph,
everybody is.
Ralph, you're linked because you need to be the offense. You're going to be the defensive coordinator or the running back coach. So,
everybody
defensive coordinator of wheelchairs. That's where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
No, everybody that comes available. Oh, he's going to go to Penn State. Come on.
All right, guys. Here we go. University of Central Florida versus number 6 Texas Tech at home, taking Texas Tech in this game. Central Florida. They always put up a good fight. They're another team that's very offensive capable, putting up a good fight every year. They're an offensive type of team. Pensman, go ahead.
Texas Tech's going to win. There's no chance. So that's my pick.
Texas Tech.
All right, Texas Tech for Brian. We end that conversation. Georgia Tech, the up-and-coming Georgia Tech versus Boston College. And Billy O'Brien and his team.
Boston College.
At home. You taking Boston College.
I am not taking Boston College. I'm going Tech. I'm
going with Georgia Tech on the roll. But next week if Pitt gets through this game right, next week Pitt plays Georgia Tech at Georgia Tech. So
And this is a rival. Is it a rival next week? Yeah, it's rivalry. No, it's not.
no, not yet.
No.
Georgia
not
Tech
yet.
usually plays Georgia in
They're
the
last. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That happened a couple weeks ago.
I think we all agree on Georgia Tech. All right,
Yeah,
next
yeah.
Oklahoma, Alabama. This is going to be a dogfight here, but I'm taking Alabama at home, and I did that in our picks. Do we agree on Alabama?
But I have one thing to say about this game. If Oklahoma does lose, they go 11. They have 11% chance of making playoffs.
Yeah.
Right now they're at like 20%, but if they lose, they go back to 11%. They had that on the screen last night.
All right,
Yep.
but we agree, all three of us, on Alabama at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll Tide.
All right. Here. I'm picking on this one here. New Mexico State versus Tennessee. I'm taking New Mexico State.
What?
Jeez.
No, I'm taking Tennessee. Okay, I'm taking. I think we all agree on Tennessee. Right?
Hey, Ralph, what would happen if Tennessee did blow the upset here?
Oh man, that would be a Josh Heupel special there, dude.
next Saturday, Ralph would be like, "I want to start the show off by saying I should have kept my pick."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
I think we all agree.
Why did I change my pick?
No,
he'd
be coming on. He'd come on a special today after the game. He'd be like, "I made a mistake.
This
I
is
must
the Ralph
be the
report.
losers.
This is the Ralph report. I made a mistake.
I made a big mistake.
I changed my pick. Why did I change?
Hey, I did some Ralph reports from the hospital. So there you go.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying. You'll do a Ralph report. I changed the pick.
Why
Yeah.
did I do it?
I should have kept it.
Right. Okay, guys, I think we all agree on this one. Florida's a mess. Ole Miss versus Florida at Ole Miss.
Oh,
Ole Miss.
geez. Is Ole Miss going to score 50-something points on Florida, or are they going to score at least 20?
Yeah, I hear that there's some key people linked to the Florida job too, but I'm not going to go into that. So
Here we go again. Pinsman's linked to the Florida job.
Yeah, we're all linked to the Florida job.
Yeah, we're all linked.
All right, I think we all agree. Utah versus Baylor. I think we're all, but it's at Baylor.
Hold on.
Hold
Guys, Texas Tech gets up 17-21 up on UCF Tech. Should be pulled Morton before the next game. Rest his ankles for the next two weeks for West Virginia game. Any thoughts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who's doing what here, Pensman? Go ahead. What was this about? Go ahead.
Guys, Texas Tech gets up 17-21 up on UCF Tech. Should pull Morton for the rest of the game. Rest him and his ankles for the next 2 weeks for the West Virginia game.
Yeah, how about West Virginia beating somebody? I forget who they played last week. They beat somebody.
Old Texas is right though. He's got to. If you have like a comfortable lead in division, you got to rest your players.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Texas A&M will probably rest their players next week because guess who they're playing next week? Texas A&M. Samford, not Sanford like Sanford and Son. Sam. And guess who used to coach at Samford? Take a guess.
Suns?
No. Seriously.
Okay.
I will give you a hint. He was a former NFL coach, and he won a Super Bowl. And he coached Tom Brady.
Bill Belichick.
No. Bruce Arians.
Okay.
He was the coach.
Other one.
He was the other one. He was the head coach at Samford before he got hired with the Steelers. He was the head coach at Samford.
Yeah, I haven't followed him since he went to Pittsburgh, and after that, I was like, okay.
Okay.
Texas, man, I would say I wouldn't even say that if they go up 30-something to 10. Yeah, then you can rest them, but that's too big of a that's too small of a score right there, though.
Yeah, 21-17 is still comfortable.
Yeah, but still.
Right, so we all agree Utah's going to beat Baylor. Is that right?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
I think Baylor's going to put the upset.
Now, you know what? This could be an upset here, and I'm saying this because
behind you, Brian.
Rick Neuheisel's kid is the de facto head coach of this team. Useless LA versus Ohio State at Ohio State. Ohio State.
Let's go, LA.
Useless LA. So, let's because I believe that Rick Neuheisel's kid, Rick Jr., will be the new head coach next year for Useless LA, because I forget who it is now, but he's been the one that's been sort of the de facto head coach. He's been carrying them and whatnot, even though he's not actually the interim coach. But rumor has it he's going to be the head coach next year, which might not be too bad. But I think we all agree Ohio State wins at home.
Yeah.
So. All right, this is going to be a dogfight game here. Texas, depending on what Arch Manning does, versus Georgia. Georgia's been winning games. Georgia is the Kansas City Chiefs of college football. They're winners, but they keep winning in dogfights. They haven't been blowing teams out. So, I take this. This is going to be at Georgia. I think Georgia wins this game. Guys, what do you think?
Oh yeah,
Georgia,
totally.
You all agree on that? All
Yeah.
right.
Regardless what Archie Manning does, I think Georgia's defense is going to disrupt them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I believe that too. TCU versus BYU. All right, so that means BYU and TCU. So there you go. All right. All right, guys. BYU at home or does TCU pull the upset here? What are we looking at, guys? So we'll start with you, Pensman. Go ahead.
BYU is going to say bye to TCU.
See you. That's right.
That was an understatement there. I'm gonna go TCU.
All right,
I'm just gonna take I'm gonna be the odd man out on this one. I'm gonna take TCU.
The Horned Frogs. We'll see what they do.
The Horned Frogs. Go get them.
I'm taking BYU at home. So
BYU is going to be TCU.
TCU, yeah.
That'd be the best clip of the day.
Hey, you know what? We got to have some kind of comedy on it.
Yeah, we do.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, next week, Georgia plays Charlotte, and who in the Pittsburgh Steelers? One of their linebackers went to Charlotte. Tell me who it is, Pensman.
Highsmith.
Very good. Excellent. You know your trivia.
Did anyone win that $1 billion lottery last night?
No, I was one number short.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you hear about that, Ralph?
What's that? No, I don't play the lottery very often.
I know. But tell them about the jackpot. It's like $1 billion.
Yeah, the $1 billion.
Oh, the Mega Millions. I think
that's what the jackpot was.
I'll play it next week.
You won't see Ralph anymore.
I buy my one ticket. No, you'll see me here. Just because I'm rich, that doesn't necessarily. Just because I'll be rich, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going bye-byes. No, you know what I mean. I was accused of buying subscribers.
I know.
I was accused by somebody for buying subscribers. So
I know. I told Brian I'm going to move to South Carolina. You won't know where I am and change my name. So,
you know where's a good state for that, guys? If you want to hide,
Alaska.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Alaska. Everybody says that's the freedom of the world, man. We're free. Yeah, okay. Free to live in the cold. Free not to. Free
$1 million
to 200 miles to a hospital. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's look at since we have a few minutes here. All right. Clemson played last night.
Josh says he bought you subscribers, Ralph.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he bought me subscribers. That's right, he did, JD. Thank you, Josh Dorr. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Morton has a fracture in his right fibula. That way Tech needs to rest him once he gets the commanding lead.
Yeah.
All right, Josh Dorr, Cyberuski, and those who are participating here today. Appreciate you this morning. Coming up next at 11:15. Ralph's opinion, the way I see it, I was unable to on Wednesday because I wasn't feeling well because of this new medication that I'm on, and I wasn't feeling very well, so I decided not to be on the air Wednesday. So
you started talking about Clemson game. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about our teams like we always do. Clemson played last night. Brian, congratulations to them. They beat Louisville by 1 point. I took Louisville 24-21. I was wrong, and I admit I was wrong. So, unlike others in broadcasting and media, I admit I was wrong. I thought Louisville was going to really give it to them, but that didn't happen that way. So, but I will give Dabo Swinney credit. Clemson's been hanging in there in some of these games. So, but go ahead, Brian.
Yeah,
The
go ahead, Brian.
The way I saw it last night, Clemson made a lot of mistakes. They should have lost that game because, as they said, like their kicker missed a lot of extra points. I mean, there was 3 good kicks and the field goals.
And
I mean, you missed one at the beginning of the game. You missed 3 field goals or 2 field goals? Yeah, they
missed 2 in the fourth.
Yeah, 2 in the fourth that made a big difference, and that's where the problem was for last night. It was the turnovers, miscommunication with Clemson. They were flat the whole entire time, and it just didn't look good. They got 2 games left. Let's see if they'll make it into. They'll have to win. They'll win next week against Furman, but then the big test will be at South Carolina.
I think Furman's going to upset them next week.
Yeah. I don't know. But
all right. Anyway, I will say this. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, Brian. Clemson got lucky last night. Like you said, they had a horrible game last night, made a lot of mistakes, almost beat themselves. But you know what? They pulled it out by 1 point.
Yep, exactly.
And that's, you got to admire Dabo Swinney for pulling his team together and winning by 1 point, despite the fact he made a ton of mistakes. All right, Pensman, go ahead. Michigan, I know they're playing today against Northwestern. What's your thoughts on the rest of their schedule the rest of the year, and where do you think they go from here?
Well, they hold their own destiny. If they want to make the playoffs, they got to win out, and they got Northwestern and they got Ohio State in that. So we'll see what happens with Ohio State game. Just Saying's playing a Heisman level, so you can't take anything from Just Saying. So.
Yeah, well, Ohio State's coach John Cooper got fired because he couldn't beat Michigan. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what Ryan Day's gang got in store for Michigan, but we'll find out. It's going to be a tough game.
Hey, Ralph, I got a question for you. Would you rather have a championship or would you beat your rival if you're Ohio State? Somebody asked me, I don't know if it was you, Brian, or I don't know if it was the other one.
It might have been.
Yeah, but would you?
I would rather beat my rival in my conference. I mean, if I'm like, or
Ryan Day's
the in-state rival. I mean, like if Michigan's playing Michigan State, that's always been a rivalry game. If Pitt plays Penn State, they always want to beat Penn State, and they want to beat West Virginia.
Yeah,
I mean, so
that's for the Paul Bunyan Trophy.
Yeah, exactly. So there's been times I've seen teams that won 2 games but won that trophy because they beat somebody. So I think
a championship means more than a rival, but I want to hear.
Well, it does. But you know what? The rivalry game can do it too, because that can make or break a coach. I mean, there are some teams out here whose athletic directors and the student body and the alum, if you go 7-5 every year and go to a bowl game and win, they're satisfied with that. If they win the conference and they win the trophy, they're satisfied with that.
Right.
But there's a lot of teams that that expect higher standards, which of course is and I know you don't want to hear this, Pensman, but they have higher standards and they want to go to the championship game. Like the Michigans of the world, the Ohio States, and all that stuff.
Right? Yeah, I get it.
There are teams out there that are satisfied with 6-5 every year.
Me being a Clemson fan and not liking South Carolina is kind of the same thing. I want a championship, but I still don't want to lose to the rivalry. Yeah. I don't want to lose that.
Everybody should play for the championship, Brian. That's the bottom line right there. You have to play for the championship.
Yeah, if Ryan Day loses, he'll be 0-6 against Michigan since he started. But last year, when you said make it or break it after the Michigan game, they're like, all right, let's put in another drive, and they cleared path to the championship last year.
Yeah,
they set their butts on fire last year.
Yeah.
All right, let's go around here to the closing thoughts and tell everybody how they can get a hold of you. Start with you, Pensman. Go ahead.
It's gonna be a good day of college football. I hope you sit down, eat your wings, drink your soda, beer, whatever you're drinking. Just enjoy football. Let's see if there's any upsets that we did. Get some eggs on our faces. Let's see what happens. Hopefully your team's bowl eligible. Hopefully your team's playoff. Mine has a chance of making the playoffs. It's not the committee is not being unfair to the Michigan Wolverines because they're still 21, even though they won 2 weeks ago. They had a bye last week, so they couldn't help themselves last week. But you can find me on YouTube at Pensman Sports. I'm at 1,044. Let's get to 1,200. Brandon says I can get to 1,500, but we'll see if I'll be happy with 1,200, but we'll see what happens. Email me at pensmansports@gmail.com. Love to hear from you, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Brian.
You can
Closing
find me
thoughts
on.
closing thoughts and how they can get a hold of you guys.
Yeah. I just want to say, it's a good Saturday. A lot of things going to go on. We got a lot of sports. We got basketball. We got college basketball. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We got the NFL tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So I just want to, tell everybody, let's have a good weekend. Keep in mind, be safe, be kind, and love each other because you don't know when that special person wants to say or needs that. I love you. It doesn't matter if you're friends or whatever. So somebody out there, we all love you and everything like that. So, but you can find me on multiple platforms under Tiger Stripes Media, or you can email me at bpatted34 at Gmail. So there you go.
All right, my closing thoughts are, they interviewed Pat Narduzzi, the head coach of Pitt, this week, and he said they were focusing on Georgia Tech and Miami. You know something, Pat? You need to focus on Notre Dame today. You need to win these games. If you do not, and you go to a bowl game and get blown out again or lose to a Toledo or one of these other teams, okay, you need to be fired because you've the momentum of your team this year, and I mean, you've saved your job, I believe, so far. But you got to win the bowl game. You got to win the key games, and you have a tough sledding schedule. You have Notre Dame, Georgia Tech next week, and Miami at home. Miami's beatable. You've beaten Miami before, all right, with Kenny Pickett. So, I mean, but Mason Heitzel and Desmond Reed, Kenny Johnson, if they can get this offense rolling, protect the quarterback, don't make a bunch of mistakes. And if the ACC officials don't screw us over because the athletic department at Pitt doesn't have the balls, and I say this, the balls, to go to the ACC and say something about this officiating because it's getting out of control. You don't know in the course of the last 10 years that Narduzzi's been the head coach how many times the officials have cost Pitt games because of their lousy calls and stupid decisions that they've made. All right? Nothing gets done about it, and I hope that doesn't happen today. But we're going to have, I think Notre Dame is still an independent, so I guess we'll have independent referees this week. So we won't have ACC referees. So we'll find out what happens. Oh, wait, yes, I think we will. They're at home. Yeah, I believe so. So we'll see. But, that's my thoughts on that. You can reach me on YouTube, Ralph Williams, RW Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to get to 2,400. I'm at 2326 right now. Trying to get to 2,400. And also, you can see me on Facebook, Twitter, X platform. Don't help me get to 400. Come on. I'm at 390. Really? 10 people. That's all it is. Get me to 400 by the end of the year. So
I've gotten to 103, 102. I need to get to 150 by the end of the year. I'll be happy with 150. So help me grow on mine too.
Yeah, exactly. Help us all to grow here.
That's right.
And coming soon, all RW Media sports programming will be on the Sports Nuts platform. So I just want to let everyone know that as well. And I want to thank Brandon Keeler for letting me do this. And along with Pensman and Brian and Brandon Keeler, Matt Thomas, and the rest of the gang with the Sports Nuts network. I'm working on for Tuesday for Sports Corner. I have Mike Asti coming on. He talks Steelers. He also covers the West Virginia Mountaineers. We'll talk a little bit with him about that. I'm working on another guest as well. The booking machine is back. Out of the hospital, feeling better than ever. So we'll see what's going on for Tuesday. Also, Wrestle Talk. We got a lot to talk about. The tournament for John Cena's last match is going on, and getting ready for Survivor Series. Some teams are put together, some aren't. We're going to find out who's who and what's going on. But later on today, 2 o'clock, don't forget. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I got the wrong banner. Let's see where we're at. Hold on. I got to find it. Damn it. Looks like the same banner. There we go. Let's see what's that. There it is. This afternoon, 2 p.m., 12:50 a.m., The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial and TheAnswerPGH.com. The Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree, former Steeler linebacker Robin Cole and his son, Dr. Robin Cole Jr., talk about their book, Inside the Steel Curtain. What a book that he wrote. And we're going to be talking with them about the book as well. It's going to be a great show. We have Robin Cole, former Steeler linebacker, who played under Chuck Noll, and he's going to tell us about some of his days with the Steelers, and his son, Robin Cole Jr., Dr. Robin Cole Jr., will also be part of the show as well. And don't forget, coming up this morning, 11:15, Ralph's Opinion, the way I see it. Don't get comfortable. The only reason it's on this morning is because Wednesday I didn't have it on. And please don't forget, this Thursday I make my debut, 1 to 3 p.m., Highway Radio Hits. And I got some great music to play for you this week and every week under my DJ name, DJ Fun. Oh, it's going to be a great one. It's going to be super duper. RW Media Productions. This has been an RW Media production. All right.
Bro, if I got one thing to say.
Go ahead, Pensman.
Tonight, at 10 o'clock, I might be doing the fight tonight. I don't know yet. I have to see what I'm doing. I have to see what time I get home. And
what, Tank Davis and that fight's been canceled. If you're talking Tank Davis and Jake Paul.
No, I'm talking. No, not that one. I'm talking about
that fight's been canceled.
Yeah, no, not the one on Netflix. I'm talking about the one on ESPN.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I might be doing that. I don't know yet. I might be doing like a short of it to let you know who the winner is, but I don't know yet.
Yeah, because Tank Davis got himself into some legal problems.
Yeah, Jake Paul don't fight till the 14th of December.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the UFC fight.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, well, yeah, it's very sad to hear about that. That I wanted to see Tank Davis knock his block off, but that's beside the point. I want to see somebody knock Jake Paul's block off. I really do.
I will not be doing the Steelers game, but Ralph Williams might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I might be doing it. I got to see what things are going on.
I'm just letting everybody know that's watching.
Brian can help me out with it. Yeah. So
Yeah, I will not be doing it. I probably won't be doing any post game. This will probably be my only stream, but I might come on and do a short of tonight of who the winner is. So huge UFC fight. So
yeah, and also don't forget tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. the Ralph Williams Tony Moreno show. I'm by myself this week because Tony is will not be joining us because of the election. He's still kind of trying to get over the loss in the election to Corey O'Connor. I want your emails, ralphwilliams737@gmail.com. The good, the bad, and the ugly of former Mayor Ed Gainey. What do you think he did good? If he did anything good, he didn't do a whole lot good, bad, and ugly of Ed Gainey. So that's coming up on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Also, we're going to talk about Springdale Borough. They're crying the blues. They don't want AI in their community. They want jobs. They don't want lower taxes. Oh, my. Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk about that. The crying Springdale. So we'll talk about that as well tomorrow. I'm by myself, Ralph Williams solo tomorrow on the Ralph Williams Tony Moreno show, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., 12:50 a.m. The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial, and then join myself, Brian Pettit, and possibly Brandon Keeler tomorrow for Steelers post game, 30 minutes after the Steeler game tomorrow against the Cincinnati Bungles, and I hope they play like the Bungles and not like the Bengals. So, all right, for Brian Pettit, Pensman Sports, I'm Ralph Williams. Have yourself a good one. Until next week, please be safe. Thank you.